When we last left Dirt, the smoke had just begun to clear. The buck that had caught everyone by surprise has vanished.
I believe that was either 9 or 10 point. I couldn't see one of the guards.
Dirt's got to go down and find a trail. He grabs the tools he'll need and then begins the descent out of the stand. Looks like Dirt's a pretty good shot after all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 10 point. Huh. How about that? This is the last afternoon I could hunt up here because now I've got a toad back at my place in Tennessee. I got a big 200 over there old Dirt's tracking. So stay with us and we'll show you a really nice one.
So Dirt's going to wrap up this Indiana hunt with the Kershaw. Then it's off to Tennessee, where our season just took an unexpected turn.
Well, Ed, I'll tell you what I did, buddy. I ran like I was a fire all the way from Indiana to get back here. I figured you'd get this one on the ground just before I got here.
Well, he was about 2 minutes from getting away.
This is my business partner and my best friend, Ed. Let me tell you something. You have done it, buddy. Well, now this one right here has got about as much character as anything I ever saw.
He's a gnarly thing.
I wouldn't trade that one for a straight up 200. Man, that one has really got some juice. TWRA has, let me tell you something, we can't really say too much about them because our turkey and deer herd, unbelievable, isn't it?
We've got a great place, great state to be in and hunt. You know, just got back from South Dakota, Dirt, and then you get back to this right here, I don't know why we'd ever leave.
Isn't that the truth? You got the right places, and man, you're doing it really good. That's
appreciate it.
You let, by the way, I understand you let another little 10 or a 9 or 10?
9, good 9 and a pretty decent 8 go by.
That's what you got to do. You got to let the little ones walk so that when old Fred shows up, you'll be ready.
He's a nice one, Dirt.
Y'all stay with us on Hunting University.
It's now late December in Palmyra, Tennessee, and Dirt is getting ready for yet another day of hunting along the Cumberland. A recent cold front has been pushing new flocks of ducks south, and they've been setting down right in Dirt's backyard. The trouble today is that the main water has succumbed to the cold as well and has completely frozen over. If the water isn't open, the ducks won't even give it a second look, so it's important to break the ice up. Especially since Dirt has a special guest today. Dirt's friend Dave Hall is here on his first duck hunt ever, so Dirt needs to make sure it's a good one. He's even putting out his brand new Avery decoys to ensure success. But the wind on the big water is pushing the birds across the levee.
Look out, man. Going to the river.
Dirt does have a backup plan. It's time for breakfast. Time is running out for Dirt and our friend Dave Hall. Therefore, it's been decided that the only option is to leave the big water and head over to the corn. But that is not the easiest of prospects. Even though the blind is within sight, the process of getting there is slightly involved. Everything has to be loaded back into the boat and moved to the location. Unfortunately, the ice has crept back in, so we'll have to bust back through it. Then this boat will need to be retrailered. Then a shallow water boat mounted up to the little truck and then launched. The whole process has got the birds spooked and headed on to calmer waters, but Dirt's got his fingers crossed. So let's load up the Avery decoys again, get the dog, launch the boat, crank the motor, break the ice, scare more birds, set the decoys again, then back into the blind before the sun sets. All in a day's work. Thank goodness Dirt's got some help today. Hunting University will be right back.